fighter from Southwest Philadelphia, weighing in at 133 pounds, Blackie.
His place here in ACPW. I think you spoke to him earlier about this?
I absolutely did. Peli Primo is a very good friend of mine, and he's without a shadow of a doubt frustrated at his position. And can you blame him? You look at everybody else in the company has gotten a brand new championship, you know, something shiny, something beautiful and brand new to represent their division. But the juniors, they've been shunned. And Peli Primo takes great offense to that, as he should. Peli Primo is the heart and soul of the juniors. After talking with Peli, I've gotten the impression that he feels incredibly disrespected by the management of ACPW. And how can you not? He's defeated every junior that has come into this company. He has cured, for lack of a better term, the cancer of the embassy when he vanquished Ernesto Osiris. He took Gemini, who is 3 times the size of him literally, to his limits.
Now, let's see what Peli has to say.
Your name is Eric DeShields, not Blackie. You're Eric DeShields. I'm not having any of this Pinky Sanchez garbage tonight. Do you hear me? Everyone in this company has nice new shiny belts except Peli Primo. I got this little piece of junk. I have had the best match every show since I've been here.
True statement. Very true statement.
I'm gonna slap some sense and respect into you tonight. You just made the biggest mistake of your life.
Don't even say blatant disrespect, because the disrespect shown from Peli was equaled out with that slap in the face there. How can you not agree with me?
How is Peli Primo disrespecting Blackie? Or excuse me, Eric DeShields. How is he disrespecting him by wanting to provide a better life for him? He's trying to make the juniors a better division, to give Eric a shot at the big time.
Well, the emotion in this match is almost overflowing as these two very talented competitors
And what looks to
take
be
to the ring.
No.
The crowd that usually gets behind Peli now, slowly drifting away from him.
And that is completely unfair. You know, you mean to tell me that these people have never had their backs against the wall and have been forced to do desperate things to make themselves better and to better their lives and for those they care about?
I have to agree.
You know, regardless of what's going on with the ring right now, Peli cares about Eric. That is why he is fighting so hard to get a new title, to get a pay raise for all of these young men. You know, in every other company, the light heavyweights and the juniors are disrespected, and Peli Primo is fighting the good fight to get respect back to the light heavyweights and the juniors. How can Eric slap him in the face like that? How can he? That is in essence backstabbing him.
Bringing out the best in Peli, as you can see.
And that is a dangerous thing, because Peli was already great. On any given night, on his worst night, Peli is better than most. But how is Peli at his best? Think about that. What kind of beast has Eric DeShields unleashed?
Find out here.
Ooh, Peli getting the best of that shoulder block. Beautiful another flowing hip toss by Eric DeShields, taking him down. And a very visibly frustrated Pele Primo.
Obviously. Oh, stun gun there from Pele.
Pele showing his versatile veteran instincts there. You know, John. Let me ask you, an objectable question here. What do you think about Pele's very obvious aggressive streak right now? This is a side of Pele Primo we've never seen before.
Now, if he was on the losing way of things, which he's obviously not, I would agree with this. The thing I don't get is he's obviously already at the top of his division. He's been main event here a couple of times. He's always on the second to last match of the card or the last match of the card. I don't understand why he's unleashing an outburst like this. He loves what he does. He loves wrestling. Why does he care so much about a title? Why does he care so much about money?
It's not so much the title. It's not the title itself. It's the symbolism of it. It's the respect. It's the drive to be the best that you can be. And he knows that him and the juniors are consistently the best match of the card. Rolled by Blackie. 1, 2.
No. Oh! Big axe handle.
But he knows that every time he's on the card, it steals the show. Wouldn't you want the respect of your peers, the respect of management, to get behind you and to know, to have them say, hey, we appreciate what you do. Pele Primo is a man that feels unappreciated. Have you ever felt unloved, John? Have you ever gone through life and thought to yourself, man, as hard as I try and as much as I do, nobody gives a damn.
That's part of life, and Pele needs to understand that.
And
taking his frustrations out on the people that come here and support him every single month, on the people that look up to him, is not the way to do that.
He's doing what it takes to get that respect from management. The people will come back.
What I was going to mention earlier is, which agrees with your point, if you watch out throughout the night, Cisco's out here for almost every match, scouting out talent for that violent intention stable he's trying to create. I don't think I've seen him out here for one match for Pele.
No, and that is wholeheartedly unfair, considering that, as far as many people are concerned, Pele Primo is the best wrestler in this company, hands down. No disrespect to Eric DeShields, or Blackie as you all know him as. He is a fantastic talent. Look at Sunset Flip.
2 count.
Only gets a 2 count. He is a fantastic talent. Oh! Beautiful running elbow.
The frustration's flowing out of the soul of Pele.
You know, Eric DeShields is a fantastic talent and a great wrestler in his own right. But Pele Primo, his star is shining so brightly right now. And he's taking control of his own destiny, and he's taking the rest of the juniors with him. Look at it this way. If he does not succeed in getting the respect, the juniors division will fall apart. How much pressure do you think that is for Pele Primo, knowing that the division is his to lose?
Not only is it up to Pele and the pressure on him, but it's on the rest. It's on the rest. The beautiful brain buster there, but it's on the rest of the division as well. I think another thing Pele may be frustrated about is he's the one out here every single month. He's the one putting on the great matches. But then you have people like Mike Seidel and Blackie who have a match every now and then, but they're never very notable as much as Pele. Do you think that's maybe why he's frustrated? He's the only one shining?
And Jimmy Delane misses in a very, very blatant low blow. But going back to your point, John, I wholeheartedly agree with you. Pele Primo has not had a show off in at least 2.5 years. He's wrestles week in, week out, night in, night out, all across the country to get respect for people just like him. Nice reversal by Pele. Oh! Beautiful flipping lariat.
Yes.
Well done. Hard clothesline by Eric DeShields, and another one taking down Pele Primo. Now another thing you have to look at is Pele Primo, as of late, has taken Eric underneath his wing and has been grooming him to take the step up to the next level.
Black slap.
No, it is not the black slap. That is the DeShields slap. The cover, 1, 2.
2 count.
The juniors division isn't about characters or gimmicks. It's about who is the best wrestler. It is pure wrestling at its finest. And Eric DeShields is starting to get mad too. Oh! And a brutal Muay Thai slap in the face by Pele Primo, the junior heavyweight champion.
Irish whip into the corner, but misses the splash. What is Pele going for here? Oh, and knee to the back.
Oh, and a headbutt.
Look at that. Oh. I got a migraine from that one.
You know the plan, right?
Oh! Following through.
You got it right.
Could be going for the DDT.
Could be setting him up for that DDT.
No one has ever kicked out of this move. But no!
Oh! Misses the DDT.
That is pure instinct there. Eric DeShields. Oh! What a, I don't even know what to call that. That was just a splash at its best. But now he's going to the top rope. Wait for that frog splash.
DeShields to the top.
Oh! Crashing and burning the Wile E. Coyote. Could be going for a German here. Belly to back. Nope.
Oh!
My God, killed him.
What a brutal clothesline.
Bringing the legs back.
Looked like Zdeno Chara right there.
Oh.
The bridging suplex. 1, 2. Oh, he kicked out.
I think no, I don't even think that was a kick. I think his neck gave way and the shoulders came up because there's no way he could kick out of that one. He just like kind of fell out of that.
What a insane bridging German. Continuing to slap the respect back into him. Oh! Another spinning Muay Thai kick. And that's all the training with CM Punk and Bryan Danielson paying off for Pele Primo.
No, the duck.
Oh! Needs to make the cover here. 1, 2. It's over. New champion. No.
God, I hope Pele has dental insurance because I had to knock a few teeth out.
It is well noted that Pele Primo is a very, very big fan of hockey, and after that kick, he may look like one. Oh!
Power bomb.
What a counter! That should be all she wrote.
Oh, and a stomp.
Just for good measure, going back up top.
What is this?
Oh!
Stomp in the heart.
1, 2.
But no.
What? You have got to be kidding me.
He kicked out of that one. I don't think I've seen anyone kick out of that from Pele.
Pele Primo, what is it going to take for him to keep Eric DeShields down? DeShields is showing that he is trying to take the belt off of his mentor and his former friend.
Oh, elbow to the chin. Oh, kick to the chin.
Oh, he took his own move!
Stealing his finisher.
Talk about disrespect. 1, 2.
No.
And Pele Primo kicks out of his own finisher. How about that? Nobody's ever kicked out of that move until now.
Blackie obviously did not know how to apply that correctly, or else Pele would not have kicked out of that because, like you said, we've never seen anyone kick out of it.
Do you find that as ironic as I do, that the man who kicked out of it is the man who usually applies it. The shield setting Pelly up top.
Seen a lot of high risk tonight. Oh, a headbutt.
That's that hockey-style brawling that Pelly's known for.
What is
Oh,
this?
he hops up again.
Look at that, clearing the entire ring. But no,
Oh! Top rope DDT,
Folded him
1,
like an
2,
accordion.
3.
Match. And still your ACPW Junior Heavyweight Champion, Pelly Primo.
Primo definitely needs a new title. I believe the owner of ACPW should be watching this and take notice of Pelly Primo.
For me here, but the objective is to beat me, not survive me. I have for you.